Hello and a very warm welcome to Amsterdam for the 46th Amsterdam Marathon 2022, and the start, as always, in the iconic Olympic Stadium. We are underway. Just under 18,000 runners from 130 different nations taking part this year in Amsterdam, and we have two brilliant elite fields with Ethiopia and Kenya dominating, but runners who've come from all over the world, including 5,000 from the United Kingdom. They've come from all over the world. The course records set here last year are under threat. Tamarit Tola 2:03.39 in the men's race, and Angela Tanui in the women's 2:17.57. Fastest man in the men's field, Lemmy Behanu, with 2:04.33, his first ever race on Dutch soil. But look out also for Cyprien Kotut, the younger brother of Martin Lel. He's won his last 3 marathons, but this iconic stadium first staged a marathon in 1928. The pacemakers, well, tried and tested, and they have been charged with going through halfway in 62.20. Edwin Kiptu in the middle there. 1:02 is the veteran pacemaker. He's done this many times before, and here they are going under the arches of the world-famous Rijksmuseum for the first time. This course is flat, it's fast, and it's known as one of the most friendly marathons in the world. In fact, it's the 8th fastest marathon anywhere in the world, based on average times over the last 10 years. Great support out on the streets as well. Weather conditions almost perfect, actually. We had overnight rain, which disappeared just as we arrived at the stadium this morning. And, well, after 5 kilometres, the men comfortably inside course record pace. Tamarit Tola, of course, who won last year, and then went on to win the world title at the World Championships in Eugene. Drink stations there, very important to make sure the athletes get the correct bottle. The last of the drink stations will be at 38 kilometres just before they enter Fondel Park for the second time. There is Lemmy Behanu just off the back of that leading group. So the 3 pacemakers doing a great job. Josfit Boyt there, rather surprisingly, in this leading group. We've got about 16 or 18 runners behind. Laban Korea, age 36, a veteran and hugely experienced here in Amsterdam. Titus Kipruto as well, the Kenyan. And there the Amstel River, which provides something of a handrail for this race. Of course, we also have the Dutch Championships. There is Richard Daumer from the Netherlands in only his second marathon, making his debut here in Amsterdam. And alongside him in the orange, the familiar figure of Khalid Choukoud, the Dutch #1, hitting 15 kilometres just inside 44 minutes. And that again is inside course record pace as they go through 15 kilometres. Flyboarders, as we've come to enjoy, out enjoying themselves on the Amstel, and this is the section of the race between 15 and 20 kilometres when the headwind, which is around 3 kilometres an hour, will be at its stiffest. So they have to leave something in reserve as they approach Oudekerk, cross over the river, and now making their way back with the Amstel now on their left-hand side. Now they will have a little bit of wind behind them, and there, what a sight that is on a Sunday morning in Amsterdam. 20 runners in the leading pack going through 17 kilometres. The pacemakers still doing a terrific job. Kotut is in there, Kipruto, Behanu has been dropped. And a breeze coming off the Amstel. Halfway point, still very close to course record pace through halfway in just under 62 minutes. And Ethiopia and Kenya still dominating this race. There is Shukud, whose personal best of 2:09.55 was set in Italy early this year, and he said in the press conference he's going to go for all or nothing. He does tend to start rather cautiously, and there Doma is struggling and is finding it hard to keep pace with that leading group, including Khalid Shukud. So course record still is on at 30 kilometers, and still we have a group of 10 or 12, 5 Kenyans, 5 Ethiopians. Remember, it was an Ethiopian who won here last year, Tamarit Tola, after several years of Kenyan dominance, and it's Boit who's leading the way. 35 kilometers, and the course record is no longer on for the moment, because if you were with us in 2021, you may remember that Tamarit Tola put in that breathtaking spurt between 30 and 40 kilometers, and they haven't matched that this year. So they're now just outside course record pace. Shukud is still on for a big personal best. He is comfortably ahead in the Dutch Championship race. Looking very good indeed. Checking his watch, flanked by his pacemakers. Just over 2 kilometers to go in Fondle Park, in the sunshine. And now we have a group, the pacemakers have long gone, a group of 5 who will make their move. Getachew there in the yellow vest, having a look around. He's pushing hard. Kipruto, Titus Kipruto. Kotut looks as though he's been broken. Kotut, the younger brother of Martin Lell. And Getachew now has his foot on the gas, and he has just a kilometre to go. 1 or 2 more final twists and turns before he will arrive in the Olympic Stadium. Another little glance over the right shoulder. He is going for a big personal best. Kipruto, can he find something, just something, in the latter stages? Asmari, the other Ethiopian, is still in podium 3rd position as Getachew comes into the Olympic Stadium. And from here, 200 metres to go. He's into the final 30 seconds of running, still working really hard. The course record from last year has gone, but Getachew is going to break 2 hours and 5 minutes for the first time. It's a brilliant performance from Tsegai Getachew. The finish line is in sight, and it's a big personal best for him. Ethiopia wins again, and it's Tsegai Getachew, just a matter of 20 metres ahead of Titus Kipruto in 2nd place. And Asmari, the other Ethiopian, comes home in 3rd. Personal bests for all 3 of the men's finishers. What a moment that is for Tsegai Getachew. He won in Riyadh in March this year, and here he is in Amsterdam. Khalid Shukud enjoying his time. It's another victory in the Dutch Championships for Khalid Shukud, and it's a huge personal best. He has smashed his lifetime best, 2:09.34, unofficially, beating the mark he set in Italy earlier this year. So our winner today, Tsegai Getachew, in a personal best. 2nd place, Titus Kipruto, coming home for Kenya. And Asmari, Lazazu Asmari, for Ethiopia in 3rd place, with the leading Dutchman, Khalid Shukud, once again leading the way for the Netherlands. What a day in Amsterdam.